when I'm watching them live, because there was a lot of times where your emotions get caught up into it, and when you're watching it live, you see, you feel, you see things that when you watch again on video, you're seeing it totally different. And I can tell you that I thought the fight was entertaining. I would have liked, like I said, I would have liked to see Anderson finish, just like everyone else would have liked it. It would have made my job easier. It would have made his job. It would have made everyone's job easier. Dana's job easier. I would have definitely liked to see him finish the fight, like I'd like to see all our guys finish the fight. And I'd like to see him finish the fight as quick as possible. If all our guys could go in there and win the fight and get out of there in 35 seconds, I'd be a happy man. But sometimes it doesn't happen that way.
All right. Want to continue on here with the calls. We have Kendra, right, goes? Line 3. What's up, Kendra?
Good morning. How are you guys today?
We're good, thank you.
Lovely. Hi, Ed. Hi, Lyoto.
Hi.
I am really excited to have you guys on the show. It's nice to have you and hear you guys.
Oh, thanks.
My question, well, in 2007, Lyoto, you fought 4 times, and I got to see your win over Sokaju by arm triangle at UFC 79. Very well done. But in 2008, you fought once and followed it up in 2009 by fighting 3 times. So far in 10, you fought once, and I'm wondering if you prefer to be very busy with fights, or do you prefer more time between fights?
Você prefere, assim, em 2007, ou 2008, né? Você lutou 4 vezes.
2007.
2007 lutou 4 vezes, 2008 só lutou uma vez, e depois em 2009 você lutou 3 vezes, e esse ano você já lutou uma vez. Você prefere ter lutas assim consecutivas?
Mais lutas eu acho melhor. Fica mais no ritmo.
Yeah, he'd prefer to stay busy. He keeps him more in his, like, you know, fight rhythm. You know what I mean? So it just keeps him more in that fight mode. So he would prefer to fight more than less.
Very nice. We'd like to see him fight more, too.
Us too.
Thank you.
Clearwater Beach Bad Boy mentioned a while back, maybe a couple of weeks back, about seeing a video of Anderson Silva training with Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, after seeing that, I am hoping he would be a bit more offensive rather than playing the defense and going in for more attacks, unlike the last fight we saw with Anderson.
I'm sorry, so you're saying the last fight, he was a little bit more elusive, you're saying?
Yes, and I guess I'd like to see him be a bit more offensive and aggressive. And I'm wondering, do you
think? Did you see Damian Maia's face? Did he?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did, and he's a great counter.
Then how did his face get like that if he wasn't attacking?
He certainly was. I guess my question is, and I don't know if Goes and Gorgeous George have seen that Steven Seagal video with Anderson Silva. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you think he's going to use those techniques in a fight and add them to his game?
How do I think? I don't know. I mean,
what kind of training was that, Ed? Was that, you know, because we really don't know. They could have been shooting a commercial for all we know.
No.
Or
he
just
was, you know, Steven Seagal's a fan. As a matter of fact, Lyoto trained with him also. You know, Steven Seagal's a big fan of Lyoto and Anderson, and they came down to our gym, and he just wanted to show some things to him. I mean, is Anderson going to use them? I would have to say, knowing Anderson, he probably will try to, you know, use something that he did there, but I don't know what, and I don't know how, but I know that he will. Somehow, you know, every type of training that Anderson does, he always seems to incorporate something, you know, for the future. Maybe Lyoto can answer something like that. O treino que o Seagal passou para você, você pegou umas coisas que você vê.
É muito complexo, sabe assim, é difícil a técnica, mas a gente vê que tem eficiência.
Yeah, he says that some of the techniques that Steven Seagal teach you, it's a very difficult techniques to use, but you see the efficiency of it. There is efficiency in what he's trying to teach, but it takes a minute to
É muito
be able
forte,
to.
muito forte.
It's a very strong techniques, but you know, it takes a while to get them properly executed.
Yeah, in that video you could see how powerful it was, and even Anderson was tapping, so that was kind of nice. And I look forward to seeing what new tricks he'll have in his game.
Yeah, we all are.
All right, thank you for taking my call, and thank you guys for coming into the studio.
Okay,
problem.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Since Lyoto stated he wants to fight more frequently rather than infrequently,
Yeah.
And being that Shogun's out, it sounds like Lyoto would be open to either doing an interim fight or at least fighting to stay busy until Shogun comes back.
Of course.
Not stay on the shelf and wait Shogun out.
No, we want to fight as soon as possible. I just think that, you know, I think that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure, you know, Rashad wants to stay busy. I don't know if Rashad wants to wait, you know, almost a full year till he gets to fight again. But like I said, I mean, I think it would make sense. I mean, you know, let's do it if they could put it together. But you know, like I said, whatever the UFC wants is fine with us. We just want to stay busy, you know.
What was Lyoto's thoughts of the UFC Fan Expo? What was that experience like? Did he ever envision, when he started watching MMA at such a young age, that, you know, it could be chaos like it was for those 2 days?
O que tu achou do Fan Expo, aquela feira?
Pô, achei muito bacana. Achei assim. A gente vê onde o esporte está chegando, né? O crescimento do esporte, os fãs acompanhando. Então isso é muito bacana para o esporte e para os lutadores também.
Yeah, he said it's incredible. It just shows, you know, you go there and you see, you know, how far the sport has came, to see how many fans, and it's like a whole industry was built based off of this sport. So it was very, it was a great experience, and you know, I can't wait to keep coming, you know, to more of them.
How many people greeted him at the airport when he came home? I believe it was after the first Shogun fight. I saw a video of that. And it looked like, man, you know, it was Lyoto Machida Day that day.
Lá em Belém.
Em Belém. Até da primeira luta do Shogun também teve um monte de pessoas no aeroporto.
Mas teve muita gente mesmo quando eu ganhei o cinturão com o Rachá. E agora na derrota também eu achei que não ia ter ninguém, tinham mais de 100 pessoas. Tinha mais de 100 pessoas.
He said that, you know, the biggest one was when he won the belt against Rashad. It was crazy. And he said, and even the one after I lost the belt, he said there was more than 100 people there waiting for me at the airport when I arrived.
Wow. E você tem chave de cidade?
A chave da cidade? Not yet.
Todavia não?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Let's go with line 2 and Quentin from Michigan. What's up, Quentin? Quentin?
Oh, sorry guys, I'm on mute. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry guys. I just want to go ahead and say that more of a comment than a question is that, you know, with all the fighters we have in the cage nowadays, there are only a handful of actual martial artists, and I think Leo is one of those guys. And that not only do you learn how to fight, but it's a lifestyle. It's you know, carrying yourself with respect and honor and discipline and all the other things that you learn as part of that. And I have mad respect for Leo for that. You can tell in the way he talks and the way he carries himself. Even in the post-fight conferences, you know, he's really well dressed, and also a lot of respect for him actually trying to speak English when a lot of these fighters maybe can but don't want to because they feel a little embarrassed to. But I think Leo's English is pretty good for a guy who's, you know, who never really had to speak it much in his life. And also, it's kind of a funny thing, but if Leo's ever interested in acting, I think if they ever do a Street Fighter movie, he'd be a shoo-in for Ryu. If you guys know who that is.
Of course. You know what's funny is one of Lyoto's students that's here, Altair, he was, right after we ate dinner last night, those were the exact words he said. He said that if they ever do a Street Fighter movie, he's got to be Ryu. And he said that just last night, so it's kind of funny that you said it this morning.
Yeah, he'd be awesome at that.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, guys, I'll let you go, and thanks for letting me talk to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Quentin, for the call.
Bye.
Yeah, I thought, you know what, he echoed what I've been thinking as well. That is very impressive. He does always, or at least as of late, show up in a suit, and the way he conducts himself is refreshing. You know, sometimes we see, I always talk about the diversity of the sport and the different backgrounds that people have, but it's nice to see Lyoto conduct himself that way. Very classy.